Hello, today we're going to learn how to import footage into iMovie. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in your SD card into your machine. Once you do that, you have to make sure you have it right here on the desktop. Right here you can see I've connected that SD card to the machine. Then I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to click on iMovie. iMovie is going to come up. Now, the first thing I'm going to explain to you is libraries. You have a library where you're going to hold all of your footage and your projects. Every class should have their own library. So if you're in first period, you're going to have your first period library, and then you have and that's where you're going to find your projects. If you're in second period, third period, fourth period, and so on and so forth. So first we're going to look into first period library. Then we're going to look for our event. The event is basically like the section of the library that is dedicated to our footage. So what you're going to do, if you don't already have one, you're going to have an event here that is titled with your name. Your name can be John Doe, Jane Doe, whatever it is. You put your name or your group's name right over here. So when you open up iMovie, you're going to go first to your library, and then you're going to go straight to your event. All right, and you're going to make sure you stay in that event. Now, when we import footage, you see there's a nice big import button right here in the center. You're going to click on that. If that does not show up, like your stuff is full of footage already, you don't see that big import button, but you want to add footage to it, you're going to click right over here where the import video button is as well. Or if you're complicated, you can click File, Import Media. Once you do that, what's going to happen is you have a whole series of places that you can look for the media. You can look for the media if you downloaded it to your desktop. You can look for the media if it's in your scratch drive, or you can look for the media right here, which is Canon. That's the SD card that you just plugged in. So, what you want to do is you want to make sure you're importing it to the proper event. Right here, first period, your name or your group's name, and then you can say, all right, this is the footage that I want to import. I can do one of two things. I can click, drag, and select all of this footage to import, or I can hold down my command key on the keyboard and only click on specific footage that I want to import. So I can click on these five pieces of media, and then I can click import selected. I have to double check that it's over here as well. So when I click import selected, it's going to go ahead and start to import. Now right up here you see the progress ring of how it's imported. Now it's imported correctly. It's going to ask, do you want to eject? If I am done importing, then I click yes to eject. And that is how you import footage into iMovie.